Guys, it's Fiona here from Bridge 38 Physiotherapy and Sports Injuries Clinic. I've got a great little workout for you. It's 10 minutes. It's a bit of an all over body workout. Great if you run, if you cycle, play sport, or even if you just want to get toned and feel a bit fitter. It's 10 minutes. We're going to go through each exercise for a minute each with no rest in between. Obviously, for some of you, you might have to stop because a minute continuous of each of the exercises is going to be too hard for you. But for those of you that can manage, you can just keep going for the minute. Okay, so we're going to start with our calf raises. I'm just going to pop my timer on here. So we're going to start with straight leg. You can either do this double or single leg. Straight knee, pushing up through that big toe, first and second toe. When we get to 30 seconds, I'm going to get you to bend your knee slightly. So we've reached 30, so we're going to bend the knee, and this time you're going to push forward. What you'll note this time is I'm not going up and down. See there's a little bit of shaking going on. So this works one of the deeper calf muscles called the soleus. As you can see, I'm holding onto wall just lightly for a bit of balance. We have nearly reached the minute. 2, 1, we're going to change over. So start with a straight knee. Certainly this is easier for me than that bent knee one. And then we're down to the bent knee. Sorry, I think I went a bit early there. It now should be bent knee. Apologies. It's good for me. I need to work the soleus a little bit more, as you can tell. After the calf raises, in 15 seconds, we are going to go on and do some squats. So we've got 8 seconds to go. 3, 2, 1. So we're going to go hip distance apart and we're going to squat down. I'll do maybe 30 seconds of me facing forward. Just nice and steady. Keeping the weight nice and even through the feet. Feeling like you're just sitting back and down. So that's 30 seconds done. I'm going to go on and do it from the side. Some of you might not be able to get as low as this. So work in the range that's comfortable for you. If you need to just go a bit slower than this, then that's fine too. We're going to go on to lunges after this. So I'm going to stay side on, and I'm going to place my left foot in front of my right foot. I'm going to keep my body over my leg, and we're going to drop down. See how my upper body is straight? It's not collapsing forward. Oh, this is going to be a tough one. "30 seconds to go, and then we're going to swap over and do the other side." Again, you might need to stop, pause, go a little bit slower. 10 seconds to go. And swap over. And there we go again. Feel the pressure staying in the center line of the foot. The front foot should stay flat. After we finish our lunges, we're going to work on our hip and hamstring. Ooh, I've got 25 seconds to go. Ooh. It's amazing what you can do in just a few minutes. Seconds to go. I'm glad this one's finishing. 3, 2, 1. So we're going to come down onto the mat. Bring our feet close towards our bottom. Hopefully you can see me move across there. And we're going to go up into our hip pops. Now this can be done single leg. So I'm going to do single leg, but you can do double leg. So we are just pushing up through the hip, pressing through that foot. And as we bend at the hip to come down, we're just before we touch the floor, pressing through that foot to pop back up again. So this should feel bottom mainly and probably a little bit in hamstrings. And change over. Press through that side. Bending through the hip. The back stays in its neutral position, so it stays nice and straight. Really press up through that foot. And make sure you get as high as your hip allows. But watch the rib cage doesn't pop upwards. It's just hip popping from the hip. Oh, this side's harder. This is the side I've had my hamstring injury on, so I'm not surprised it's feeling a little bit tougher. Whew. Don't hold your breath. Keep breathing. Oh, I'll be glad when this one's over too. 5, 3, 2, 1, and we're going to go on to our side, and we're going to work the hip muscles. So take the leg in line with the hip or slightly back, and we're just going to do our lift and lower. You should feel this here. If you don't feel it in the side of the hip, try turning your hip or turning your heel up towards the ceiling. This is a real burner, this one. Great for hip stability. Oh me, that's burning. But it's burning in the right place, so I know I'm doing it correctly. 3, 2, 1, and we'll change sides. Again, if you need to stop and just take a break, don't worry if you can't get the minute, you can always work up to that. And we've just got one exercise to do after this one. We've got another 10 seconds to go. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to do a little bit of core work. We're going to start on our all fours. Bring your hands to the end of the mat. We're going to hover and press into a plank. We're going to come back into bent knee and press. Press. So we're getting a little bit of propulsion and a little bit of upper body work and obviously core. Drive from the hips. Watch we don't come into a saggy back. This is also working my thigh muscles quite hard. Whew, the buzzer's gone. Whew. Well, that was a great 10-minute workout. Really working all areas of the body. It's quite tough, so just take your time if it's new to you. Okay, as you can see, it's brought a sweat on. Okay, hope you have fun with this. Bye for now.